Welcome everyone to Haven Plan. Subject: Robert is AFK, but I have Robert here with me.
I am here.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Sorry, my dog was barking at something. I was like, ah, fuck.
Is it really loud to you?
Yeah. Probably turn down the volume a smidge.
How does that sound?
It seems fine to me. This is day 2 of Days Gone.
That is correct. Actually, there are 738 days that have gone by. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh my god, how long have I been here?
738 days.
Fuck.
I'm not looking for trouble today. Hey, whatever.
Yes, we stocked up on fuel.
Is your motorcycle still MIA, or did they just respawn it there?
It's right here.
Cool. I just remember we left it in the middle of nowhere without
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah.
Panic just... Yeah, I got some good stuff in stock. This girl could use a tune-up. I'll refuel you.
He's got the stuff, John.
Let's see what story options we have left to do. We got a price on our head. That's for another base. We got to write out on. All right, let's do that. See if we can get this camp up to reputation 1. So, what have you been up to since we played this? Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Do you think the backwards cap is a bit much? What practical purpose does that serve in an apocalypse?
It makes him look cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay. To be fair, though, I imagine Oregon is probably, kind of humid, kind of hot, and he's wearing like 3 layers of clothes.
This is true.
You'd think he'd be wearing like a tank top or, something practical.
This man I'm tracking down. Who do you kill?
Why do you care?
But I also don't know how the virus is spread in this.
Look, I don't care. I just want to know their names. Who killed?
One of them is a man named Randall. Been with the camp almost.
Well, it's hypothetically bites, but they seem to really rip you apart.
Yeah.
You find that son of a bitch.
If they get you.
Copeland out.
This is it.
I don't think a car belongs there.
Who are you to judge?
Oh, okay. Don't yell at me.
Is there minimal to no swimming in this game?
I don't think so. I think that might just be because we're on a mission.
Oh, gotcha. He's like Batman in the Arkham games. He can do literally anything except swim.
Dude, it is so awkward in some of the old Assassin's Creed games where you can like run from rooftop to rooftop, swing across buildings, but the minute that you step in water, you die.
Well, that's
It's
because
just
water
because
was
they didn't
poison
want.
back in those days.
Yeah, they just
Most
didn't want to
people don't know
program
that.
swimming animations. Get off the bike, please. I don't know what it wants me to do here is the problem.
What
Oh,
do we
wait.
got?
Here we go.
Oh, it's a baddie.
You gotta stare at this body.
Still got the
There he is.
He's dead. I knew it.
silver helmet, red gas tank. That's him.
Oh shit! The hell?
So you thought you'd ride into Copeland's camp, shoot the place up, that about right? Kill a few folks, take some shit, and just ride out like you just...
Who are you talking to?
Don't let him get away, Deke.
He's talking to you, Robert.
Oh my god.
Copeland said it. No! Tell him to go to hell.
Oh god.
Don't die.
No, 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 not my bike. No, no! No, my bike!
I think his bike is in danger.
It'll be fine.
Whoa!
Oh jeez. Oh god.
He's fine.
The victory?
What did you do, you son of a bitch? No,
I exploded
Yeah,
you.
he's fine.
Cope kind of frowns on that. Not a fan of it myself, if you want to know the truth.
It's fine. He just killed his stunt double.
What if you'd shot Manny? You know, who'd fix my bike then? Stupid piece of shit. Screw you! You want to cope with Tony's? You little bitch! That's what you are! You little bitch!
And the streets are safe once again.
It's done. I got him. Mark down these coordinates and send your men out here. You hear me?
Is he alive?
Hey, Drifter. Drifter. Yeah, he's alive. But I won't promise you how long he's gonna stay that way. Deacon out.
I appreciate that we got him right outside of our little base here. Alright.
Hey, John, this is Copeland. I haven't seen Boozer in a few days. He used to do runs for me is all. I know you ride with him. Tried to radio him. Can't seem to reach him. If you see him, you tell him to swing by and say hello to Copeland. Much appreciated. Copeland out.
Boozer, you there? I was just calling to check up on you.
I'm fine.
Hang in there, buddy. As soon as we get that arm patched up, we're riding north, just like you said.
I hope so. God, I miss you on the road.
Just work on getting better. I still got some work to do on the bike, and we gotta stock up on some gear. But once you're patched up, we're out of here. Deacon out.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Manny? Oof. You got something to say about it? Yeah, I got some good stuff in stock.
Yes,
Wrap
please.
that up for you.
Cool. Need anything else? Oh yeah, that's a good piece.
Do you have a preference?
Nah, I got no preference. You do whatever speaks to your soul, man.
Good choice, man. Good choice.
Pretty sure.
All right. Thanks, man.
Where's my bike?
Hope says he's been helping out around the camp. He won't say it, but he appreciates it.
Manny, what's going on?
Where's my bike?
I don't want to go to the second camp yet. Clear the infestation. We're not ready to clear infestation. Okay, I guess we're going to the next camp because I don't think we're ready to do any of those other things. So what have you been up to since we last played Days Gone?
I am caught up on Andor season 2, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Both seasons are very similar in that they are a slow burn. There is a lot of build up, but once you get to the back half when they start paying shit off, like it's fucking amazing.
And you've caught up on The Last of Us, yeah?
I am caught up on The Last of Us. Yeah, we'll try to get back to talking about that Monday. Kind of a catch up show. See where
It's
we're
like, fuck you, I'm tired of talking about this show.
at.
I'm gonna talk about Thunderbolts for 4 hours.
You're rounding up.
Yeah, a little
It was
bit.
only 3.5. No, I think it went that long just because we're talking about the other channel we go on sometimes, like Geekvolution. It just went on that long just because we all liked the movie.
Yeah, but did your Venom review also go for like 3 hours?
That's a good question.
There was
That
a
might have
movie
hit.
you did for a bad movie that went like 3.5 hours.
Or maybe it was Joker 2.
Maybe.
Let me check. But like there was a lot to talk about with Joker 2.
Talk about, yeah. I have a friend that keeps trying to convince me to watch it, saying it was the best movie of last year, and I'm like, you were the only one that has told me that. I don't believe you.
Oh, Joker 2.
Yeah.
It is a perfect example of your quote unquote it's interesting movie. Where yeah, it's interesting. I don't think it works.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. We've talked about this before, but every time somebody says that, it's always about a movie that is not good.
And I don't personally think that's true. I think there are lots of movies, especially cult movies, cult classics that, you know, aren't perfect, but have a lot going for them. You know, have a lot worthwhile.
You know how realistic this game is, Robert? We're stopping
How
for
realistic?
gas. Oh, hello.
Hell yeah.
And we're getting mugged for doing so.
Hey, well, I was just asking for directions.
I just needed some gas, motherfuckers.
I'll take that.
Yeah, so it was our Joker review that hit 3 hours. And yeah, there's just a lot to talk about that movie.
Hey.
Reload!
While we're here, might as well look around, no?
I don't know if you remember this. The main thing that was weird in like the comments on that Joker review was for some reason the Barbie movie kept coming up, and like whatever your thoughts are on that, it's like Barbie made $1 billion. Joker 2 did not.
Did not.
It did not. I don't know. They're very different movies.
No, that is strange. The only thing I can think of is that the internet decided that Joker 2 is one of those auteur-driven movies like
Mhm.
Barbie, uh, which I don't think either of them are. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
It's still an IP movie. It's still just people playing with products. That's not a
Mhm.
bad thing like the internet has decided it is, but Barbie also sucks, but you know, it's neither here nor there.
Well, it had an audience that it appealed to. Joker 2, I guess some of them
There are dozens of
exist,
them.
but exactly.
Okay, there's a ton of shit in here, but where is it? Oh, wait. Okay, here we go.
But yeah, I hope you like Thunderbolts whenever you get around to it.
Yeah, I didn't. I was never like against it. I don't know. I can't bring myself to like just write off Marvel because even their bad movies, there's something there that I'm like, that was a waste of time, but I had fun.
Usually. Yeah.
Usually, there's exceptions to the rule, but like Cap 4, that movie
Uh-huh.
just had nothing.
It had very little. But Deadpool and Wolverine, we both enjoyed a lot. There are a lot of Marvel movies. I think some get a pass more than others, where people say it was fun. That's like the default defense or praise. But like Deadpool, Wolverine, that's just it knows what it is, and I think it landed.
The only thing I think
Um,
that could hurt that movie is if they keep some of the stuff from that movie as actual MCU canon, like the whole anchor being thing.
yeah.
The the anchor being thing is funny because the entire Fox universe revolved around Wolverine. It doesn't make any sense in a serious film.
That only works as a meta joke.
Yeah. Marvel is in
But
that place now where they're like, "Oh, people liked that movie. We'll take stuff from that and just make it canon."
yeah, and at first I wasn't sure. I was going back and forth on like if I prefer Thunderbolts or Deadpool and Wolverine. I will say I think Thunderbolts does have the stronger story and the one that'll probably hold up better in like 10 years. And that is not meant to be disparaging toward Deadpool Wolverine. That movie was exactly what I needed and wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I always appreciate it for that. Just of the two, I would say that Thunderbolts probably have the strong, be remembered for having the stronger story. That's all.
Yeah, at the very least, I'm excited to see Elena again. She's been one of the best parts of this, one of the best of the like legacy Avengers.
She's great.
It's a shame they couldn't find a way to put Kate Bishop in Thunderbolts because her and Yelena have really good chemistry together.
Yeah. That's what's funny. It's like, well, no, Kate Bishop will be in Young Avengers though. Like, okay, when? Haley
Which is funny
Steinfeld is pushing
because
30.
yeah, she's not that much older than Yelena, who's a Thunderbolt. Like, what's the difference?
Right.
Like, you've and I think you've missed your chance. Like, we now have a Peter Parker that is a college student.
Hmm.
I would think the Young Avengers would be him in like high school.
Right. Although, by the time we finally get that Spider-Man movie next year, I am gonna call bullshit if it's set like 1 year after No Way Home and Tom Holland is playing an 18-year-old.
Hope they're not trying to reclaim shit.
Like, no, you need a bigger time skip than that.
We'll see. Tom Holland. They could make Tom Holland look younger than he really is.
Yeah, but he's
Oh,
also
God.
pushing 30.
There's a firefight going on over there.
Maybe they're friendly.
I mean, Robert, in terms of like pushing 30, then he's just in line with every other Spider-Man to play Peter Parker at that age. I don't know.
That's true. But that's just really funny, though, when Tom Holland was first cast, like, the mission statement was, okay, we're casting younger. We want authentic-looking high schoolers. And that was 10 years ago. But we'll see.
Crazy to think he's been Spider-Man for 10 years.
Yep, pushing 10. You know, Civil War was 2016.
Imagine if they had gone with one of the other picks, like, what's his name? Asa Butterfield or whatever?
Yeah, and he was the guy I was rooting for, just because I knew him from things, and was like, oh, yeah, he's young, he'd be great, and yeah, he missed it. But Tom Holland's great, so, like,
But
I guess they made the right choice.
I think they did, because, like, you look at, I don't even know how you're actually supposed to say his name, but Asa, he has aged way worse than, like, Tom Holland.
Yeah, I also don't see him in anything anymore.
He was in a movie a couple years ago. Forget the name now, but I watched and it was terrible. But it's got Nancy from Stranger Things.
Oh.
And it's one of those, we're gonna play like a old children's board game, but it's possessed.
Oh.
Yeah. He looked like he was like 30.
Damn. Yeah, he was a
Now,
good kid
admittedly,
actor.
some of that might have been like that's just how the character's supposed to look, but it was weird. So the only thing I've seen him in is Ender's Game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw him in that and something else that I can't remember.
I thought Ender's Game was okay. I know people hated that movie, but
Yeah, that was pretty good. I know people hate that author now.
oh, do
But-
they?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. What did he do?
Don't quote me on this. I think he turned out to be like a really big homophobe.
Oof.
And really went that direction. I don't know if you could see any of that in his books or not. I've never read those.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought he was dead.
I mean, he might be now. I don't know.
I thought that was like a really old book that we adapted.
No, it was probably like 30 years old, 20 or 30
okay.
years old
That's
when they
not
made that
bad.
movie. Yeah,
That's not bad then.
but you know, like that book's popular. It's a popular story, and I thought the movie was all right.
Okay, because you're probably going to be one of the only ones that I can get to agree with me on. Speaking of books that turn into movies that nobody that a lot of people dislike the movie, how did you feel about Ready Player One?
Oh God, we've probably had this conversation before. I don't hate that movie, but I've had absolutely no desire to go back to it.
Okay, that's fair.
Are you a defender?
I
of
like that
the
movie quite
Player
a
One
bit.
Ready. And this is why I think we may have had this conversation before. Do you think it improved on the book? Is that the...
Not necessarily. I think for me personally, as somebody that didn't grow up in the 80s, the movie version has a lot more things that like I know personally, so I'm able to connect with it more. Whereas like in the book, because I have read the book, you know, he's playing like a Dungeons and Dragons game, which at the time I'd never played. He has to recite dialogue from war games, which I've never seen.
Mhm.
So it was like, yeah, I guess these are cool, but I don't know any of this. Whereas in the book, it's like movie, it's like, yeah, you know, I've seen Jurassic Park and King Kong
Yeah. Well,
and
and I
stuff
know
like
there's
that.
some stuff in the book that they couldn't do in the movie because of rights reasons.
Right. Yeah.
So it's all just Warner Brothers IP.
Yeah. And I'm just a sucker for a dystopian like resistance story.
Hmm.
Plus, of course, as a gamer, them having to fight against a corporation that wants to put microtransactions in the video game in their video game was really cool. Oh, it's Noah's in the chat.
He is in the chat with a zinger. He said, "Will the sequel to this game be called Weeks Here?"
Jokes
I
on
don't
you.
get
This
it.
game's not getting a sequel.
Okay. Oh, and no, I was just looking this up, but he said, "Oh yeah, the end of this game author is homophobic." I just didn't want to call somebody a homophobe, like on something potentially baseless, so I was fact checking that. Yeah, so Ender's Game came out in 1985, written by Orson Scott Card, and in recent years, or I say recent years, ever since 1990, he's been very against gay marriage and that there's no reason to legalize it and all that stuff. So he's a real piece of shit.
Robert, Noah's
Yes.
joke is a 28 Days Later reference.
Oh my god!
Because the sequel is 28 weeks later.
Whatever, man.
Oh. I don't
Have
get
you
it.
seen movies? Okay,
What's a
there's
movie?
Where's the collectible? Oh, here it is.
Hey, Tuck. So, am I on your trust list or no?
How's it going, Noah?
Oh, he said that Ready Player One sucks.
I mean, he's wrong, but that's fine.
I don't know. That movie, it comes out in a weird time when it's like right on the cutting edge of like when VR shit is taking off and getting popular. But we're also not there yet because current VR technology still kind of sucks, and all the mystique of that's gone away.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought that's the movie's fault. It's just interesting.
No, you can tell like there were companies that was like, oh, you know, VR is going to be the future. But at least in its current state, nobody cares.
It's all one giant lava field.
Yeah.
25 feet solid rock.
What is this, Red Dead Redemption?
Jackhammer.
Why is there a cowboy in this game?
It's the better version.
God damn it! I get it.
No, you don't. But these people are hungry. Even if they had all their strength. It'll take them months to finish this job with picks and shovels.
I don't give a shit. We're all hungry, Al. But this job's gotta get done whether it takes all goddamn year. It's not like we got somewhere else to be now, do we?
Wait. Not finished.
We'll make it quick, will ya, Al? I got things to do.
Rippers. This morning, one of my men spotted a large group of them coming over the pass.
And no one stopped them?
How the Tucker, you know we're already spread thin.
Are they headed north? Al, are they headed towards us? Yes or no?
Why is
don't
she
know.
nagging him?
Maybe he knows.
What the fuck are
I
you
don't know
up to
shit.
now, huh? What's this about, huh?
Damn it, Alkai. It's not his job to know. It's your goddamn job to know.
I can't be at two places at one time. You either want me here, running your dig, or you want me out there in the shit, chasing the Rippers.
Go check the store, see how much ammo we got left. I'll tell Wheeler.
Back
to
the
watch
Rippers?
dig.
What are you looking at?
I don't know, just waiting for you to smarten the fuck up.
Don't. Did you track down Leon? Good thing someone around here knows how to make things happen. Ride with me.
I don't trust her. She's evil.
I mean, she is kind of a bitch.
How long's it been since you found someone, brought him in?
The kind of people left out in the shit aren't the kind of people.
Oh God, we're in a golf cart.
We lost 2 more to the fever.
I just love
my
that
problem.
the open world,
You want
like
a
outside
food,
of the camps,
I'm
are just
making
called
it
the
your
shit.
I told you we'll do runs for you, but we're not joining your goddamn camp.
Remind me again, my old woman's memory. Why is that?
Because it's a waste of time, Tuck.
Well, aren't you the optimist?
But another thing that hurt Ready Player One,
Said he was
I
gonna
think also
head
is
over
coming
to
out a couple
Coco's
years
camp
after
for
Stranger
2 hours,
Things,
trading for some fish.
You're not in bed with Coco.
where a lot of what that movie's trying to do with the
It's not
nostalgia stuff, I
closer
think
or
Stranger Things
further.
just
Look,
does
I'm not
better.
Boozer's old
But for
lady.
all the
Those
people
were
who
yours.
hate Stranger Things, who don't like what that show's doing, that movie just got that hate
Keep your shit
tenfold.
burning all day and night.
I guess it
A lot of
does.
food corpses piling up out
Yeah.
with men like you doing your jobs.
I
I'm
don't
just
know,
making
I-
observations. I don't feel strongly about
Try
Ready
using
Player
more
One.
gasoline. Burns
No,
faster than
that's
fumes.
fair.
Like we got so much to spare. When it's all gone, what are you gonna put in that bike of yours? Spit and sweat?
Like, I just don't know when the
What the hell is
perfect time
going
would have
on
been for that
here?
movie to come out. But also, it was then followed by stuff like Space Jam 2, where like the Warner Brothers IP movies, people are just so sick of now of
Tonight, double the watch.
all these characters on screen. Like that novelty is just gone.
Trouble in paradise.
At least with
Camp's like a prison. Bunch
with
of
Ready
goddamn
Player
lazy
One, like
liars,
there is a
thieves,
narrative
rapists,
for
and
why these
murderers.
characters are
You know why
coming
that
together,
is?
and it's not just
No idea.
here's how many
How's that
characters we
blue
can
guy?
fit on the
The
same
freak show.
on the screen.
Only folks survived were those mean enough, nasty enough. To
Yeah, there is a little bit of that, but
The rest are
I
here.
don't know.
Hoping I feel
Like, back to
protected,
Deadpool and
keeping
Wolverine though.
themselves
That's part of what I
warm.
like about that
Slam
movie
their asses
is that's
and
not
watch
just
You.
an
Get your
onslaught
ass
of
back to work.
cameos. It's
Don't make me go
most of
get
the people at that movie get to be actual roles, and you spend time with them.
And
You
it's
know.
not
Like on their time.
like
Their
I'm
time
sorry,
is
but
my
if you
time.
say that's a remember this
None of this
movie,
camp
you're
sneaks or
wrong
something running a
because
prison.
nobody cares or
I can't
remembers about
remember what she
90%
said.
of the people in that
what?
movie.
You were a warden or
Right.
something?
I always say if you're gonna bring people back, if you're gonna do the stunt casting, give them something cool to do. Let them be a character. Give them some decent screen time. If they're on screen for 5
I
seconds,
had my share of trouble.
that's not gonna
but
do
I never
anything
landed
for
it.
me.
So
That,
Doomsday.
I don't think.
I got a job for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pass through Marion Fork, said he
Like
saw
the only
something.
character that you can make an
Someone.
argue for is remember this is Blade because people do like care about that version of Blade.
Is he sure?
Larson's
Mhm.
been
But
doing
you
this
can't
for
sit there and tell
years.
me
He knows a
that
person's
bringing
life.
back Jennifer Gardner's Elektra is a nostalgia trip. Nobody's nostalgic for that.
I'll see what
Yeah,
I can do.
it's
But
a
look,
redemption
I want the
arc,
rest of
and
my
even
friends,
Blade,
for
it's
Leon.
less remember this and more.
You and me
Hey,
both
that
know
Blade
just
movie
how
really
Leon
sucked.
has
Let's
been
put him in a good one again. You know, let's let him go out on a higher note. I think that's fine.
It's also just like shocking that they got him to do that.
That one was so. Most of the other appearances were spoiled for me. I knew going in most of the people who were going to be in that. That one I didn't know, and
Okay.
just I did not see that one coming.
Everyone's just
Or I speculated about it, but I really didn't think it would happen. Just because of his history with Ryan Reynolds.
Ripper camp.
Yeah.
Over by
So that was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, when I was watching that, I was like,
Like
holy
I always
shit,
do.
dude.
But this time they kept asking.
No,
Oh, shit.
remember
if you knew
Elektra?
about two bikers,
One day
two
we'll
men,
get a good
asking
on-screen
if you'd ever
Elektra.
Seen them or heard of them?
Oh.
Bikes around here. What's it got to do with me?
The Ripper called them mongrels. How many drifters still flying colors around here? As if that shit matters. You ask me? You got a price on your head. How's it feel to be on the other side?
Now, why don't you just show me what you got? Because I don't have time for your bullshit.
Whatever you say, Deke.
Hmm.
I don't really want. Yeah, I don't really.
Good choice. What else can I do for you?
The beeping's back.
Okay, not bad. Didn't know he was an artist.
They probably could have come up with a better mechanic for finding shit than
I just gotta
beeping.
figure out who to give this to.
Whatever sonar powers this guy has.
Do you want? Should we bring the drugs to this old lady or to Copeland, the crazy guy?
Well, between the two, I guess I'd go with the old lady.
We can't head north.
I'm sure this will work out fine.
Tucker it is.
Noah says he didn't know about Blade or
Hey,
Gambit.
Tuck.
You get my drugs from Leon?
Yeah. Yeah, Cope wanted me to
For
sell
some
to
reason,
him,
I
but,
got Chris Evans
know
being
who
in
my
it
friends are.
spoiled, but I didn't know he
We
was
went that
Johnny
way.
Storm.
Go see Alcott.
Yeah, when he
I heard
showed up, I was
Nelson
like,
driving
"Oh,
a stash of
that's
shotguns
cool.
and
They got
rifles.
Cap," and then it was
Maybe
like,
he's got something
"Oh
we can
shit, no,
use.
they got Johnny Storm."
See, that one I always figured they would do, or I thought that was because I thought that was going to happen in Multiverse of Madness. When we got all those cameos and people were speculating, I thought, oh, they'll probably put Chris Evans in as Johnny Storm, but it happened eventually.
You know what? You know what does suck though. We're not gonna have. We're not gonna have time to have. Because what I was kind of hoping they would do after Multiverse of Madness is introduce a different member of the FF in a different movie each time, and just have it be somebody completely different than who you're gonna cast in the actual FF movie. But we only got 2 out of 4. Damn it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be completely shocked if we got Michael Chiklis back.
I think
if it's
he
just
would do
CGI.
it.
Yeah. Jessica Alba, probably not. But Mr. Fantastic, I definitely think that's happening if we get a Counselor Reed scene. Just because that's a thing from the comics. So if you do that in the movies, it's like, well, it's right there. Just get all the old actors back. Like, just do that.
It's your bike, right? We're gonna run out of this someday, you know. See you around.
So what is cool is they make each camp like really useful. So like here they don't offer bike upgrades, just weapons. And then in the other place they offer just bike upgrades, no weapons. So you have to interact with both camps and really use the mechanics of the game.
How you doing? Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Where were the trucks going?
What are you looking for? Good piece. Should help out in the shit. Come by if you still need something. See you around.
All right. I don't. Do we have the Molotov? We do have 3. We don't want to deal with that yet. Yeah, apparently, so you can fast travel, but it does calculate like this is how much gas it would take for you to drive here, and uses that. Cause see, we were almost at a full tank, and now we're only at 36%.
Let's go. Open up.
Coming back from a run, I hope.
Hey,
You alive over there?
Manny, what's going on?
Yeah.
yo, you need fuel?
I nodded, John. You didn't see me nod?
No. Not on video, dumbass.
We're watching a video.
Speaking of video, tomorrow we are gonna review The Stepfather.
Yeah. Have you watched it yet?
I have not.
Bruiser, why the hell aren't
You haven't
in
done
there?
your homework?
No, I was gonna go into it not having not seen it as for the review, you know. But no, tomorrow I got that, and I'm also gonna watch Warframe.
I go up there
Or
because
Warframe.
there's freaks out there.
I was like, Warframe.
Bounties are
Sorry, no,
I haven't heard of this.
Warframe is a video game. Oh,
Noah's
Noah
backing
says-
me up. He heard me nod.
Noah, you're full of shit.
I'm looking up. Listen, Bruiser, get some rest. I gotta go. Deacon out. Tulips, Bruiser, the stone crop. Get it right. Warren here? Yep.
Hey, maybe they're friendly. Go say hi.
Yeah. Go kill each other. Okay, this is it. Yeah.
They could be allies.
I don't think so.
Going on foot. Nice and quiet.
You'll never know until you try.
St. John, Tucker to Deacon St. John. We got a job for you.
Hey, Tucker. Okay, I'll stop by when I can. Deacon out. That blows up real good. All right. Fire in the hole. God, you like that, huh?
This is
Oh,
gonna be bad.
Jesus.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh god, oh god. Must go faster.
Knew I wasn't ready for this.
Oh. You're on fire. Oh, you're fine.
Come on. I need my stamina to fucking refill.
Okay. That's done. How many more you got?
Noah said he's looking forward to talking about the Stepfather.
Nice. No! Damn it.
Oh. He died as he lived.
It's fine. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah, that looks like the kind of place you want to call home, yeah.
Deacon St. John, this is Tucker. Like I said before, I haven't seen Boozer's sweet face around these last few days. You sure he's all right?
This is Deacon. Boozer's fine. Like I said, he's just been busy.
Doing runs for that son of a bitch Mark Copeland, no doubt. I get a feeling he doesn't like me much.
Like I say.
Time to get out of here.
This place is a death trap.
Ready to rock and roll.
It'll warm you up.
Could really use a nail bomb about now.
Tucker, St. John, are you listening? I talked to that cop the other day.
Get off me!
I know you've been doing runs for me.
Don't you hate it when you're walking up a flight of stairs and your stamina won't refill? Yes.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on,
There
come on,
we go.
come on.
Oh god.
More bounties.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. Back during the American Revolution, when we were fighting for our freedoms, we gained the beautiful right to keep and bear arms. A right we use to protect ourselves, our families, our property.
Do you love Cope's propaganda that he just spams you with?
No, I believe him.
I figured
Why
you would.
shouldn't I? Why? He seems like a good guy.
American citizens. Gun control. And there went the Second Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you this. When all this shit went down, if every
Goddamn
American
Briggs,
was packing
what the hell are you doing
think
here?
we'd be in this mess? Hell no. But this is how the feds wanted it. Disarming the public was just the first step toward getting rid of us all. So who did those gun laws really protect? Sure as hell wasn't us, the American taxpayers. Someday, we ever take out of this, I want to take a poll. I bet those who survived are those who had guns. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
Hope this time down.
I'm pretty sure that lady was a crackhead. I don't think she's a zombie.
How can you tell?
Yeah, just some kind of obvious.
So this is actually not going as badly as I thought it would. I don't
You
know
got
what
this, man. You got this by the ass.
I don't know what this nest residue does, but it might be useful.
Come on, fellas.
Oh god, fire zombies. You got fire zombies.
So there's still one more, but where? Hey, you can burn out now.
Oh god, not on me. That's not how fireworks.
Some ammo too to replenish all the ammo I've had to use to empty this fucking place. Now, Robert, if you were a nest, where would you be?
Fuel.
Fighting Decepticons with the Autobots.
What?
That's what they're called. They're Nest. From that hit film, Revenge of the Fallen. Noah knows what I'm talking about.
Is he? Noah, do you know what he's talking about?
Noah, blink twice if you know what I'm talking about.
Noah, blink once if you're in danger.
So I'm assuming Nest was in Dark of the Moon. That's probably what they were still called. Noah, was Nest still a thing by the last night? I never watched the Wahlberg movies. I just know Optimus goes even crazier.
What kind of fake Transformers fan are you?
Eh.
That's a question we need Austin for.
Yeah, I'm a pretty casual Transformers guy.
I do like the Skybound book. I'm super behind on it, but Noah's only half paying attention, so he didn't hear your question because he's a bastard.
Noah, Nest was the organization with Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson. They work with the Transformers. Are they still around by the last night? Also, what was Anthony Hopkins? Was he like a knight of the round table or something? No, I just backed you up saying that Austin's the Transformers gay.
Where the hell is this nest?
Line it up.
It's in this building over here. Noah just said they might come back. I don't fucking know. Noah, why
All I
don't
know
you know
is that
things?
Sam Witwicky's canonically dead. That happens between movies at some point.
Yeah, how dare they? Those bastards.
Twice now, Shia LaBeouf has been killed off screen. When will it end?
Oh yeah, because they kill his son in Dial of Destiny, don't they?
Yep,
That was hilarious.
that was a choice.
I watched that movie with Noah and Austin, and none of it has stuck with me.
That's fine.
You know what's frustrating is like, because I'm not a big indie guy. Like, I think those movies are fine. None of them would make my like, oh my god, this is one of the best movies ever made list. So I can't be mad about that movie because I just didn't care.
Mhm.
But I was also like, why am I watching this? No, it just says I just remember Hopkins had a funny robot sidekick Cogman, and I was too shit faced to remember him.
You don't remember Cogwin?
No, dude. I was like half a bottle of whiskey into by the time we got to the last night. I was gone.
You're in another universe. Hey, look, it's the logs from Final Destination 2.
Too far. I'm gonna be pissed if the nest is all the way fucking out here.
Murdering drifter camp. I've seen these
Oh.
assholes before, and I gotta take them out.
Hold on, I'm trying to do this other thing first.
Hello?
Okay.
Sir, do you know where the nest is? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we found it.
We did it.
Come on, boys and girls. Let's do this. Is that the last of them? Boozer, it's done. I cleared those nests. Should be less freaks on the mountain from now on.
Hey, Deke, how'd it go? Were there a lot of them?
It wasn't too bad. That's why I wanted to take them on while it's dark out. Some of them were strong as hell, though.
Yeah, cold makes them stronger. But you knew that.
What? Oh god. Robert, I'm beginning to think he might be fireproof.
That's how it seems.
Alright. This place is now clear.
Get some shut-eye, Boozer. Deacon out.
Yeah. Get our bike first. I don't want to leave it out here. I'll never be able to find my way back. Let me jump! You-
Climb. Climb, Deacon.
Deacon, please. That's not a steep climb. What are you doing?
He's not the sharpest bulb in the
Oh god.
box. Oh, jeez. Laser pointer.
Oh god.
You're fine. Backing up. Backing up.
Men coming! I gotta kill them all. Every last one of these murdering sons and bitches.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That escalated quickly, Deacon.
You see what I mean? Is like, it is kind of interesting, like, he's not all there.
I'll kill them. Every single one of them.
The men and the children, the women and the children. They're animals.
And I hate them.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
It's like,
Okay. Okay.
Deacon, do you ever get disturbed by the moral ambiguity of your violent actions?
he's like, what?
Less talk, more killing.
Men coming! God damn it!
Hey, what does my gender have to do with it?
What do you
Bitch.
think now, huh?
Ah, shit.
Back. How do you like that?
Let me guess, if I was a kid, you wouldn't open fire? Okay.
Need this more than you.
Let's get him!
That looks like you should be dead.
It's fine.
Wait a minute, am I the bad guy?
Find cover! Reload. Okay, one left.
Deacon, how do you know that?
You gotta stop moving sometime.
No, God, I saw somebody.
Is that it? Is that all you got? Yeah, that's what I thought. Next time you set up an ambush, don't pick on the wrong guy.
I'm pretty sure you shot first,
Where
Deacon.
did you hide your bunker, huh? I know you got one.
Nah, they
This is Radio
they
Free
started
Oregon.
it.
The truth shall set you free. It's the Wild West again. And
Well, this
some
guy says that the
people
truth
like
will
to
set
live
you
in
free.
law and order
That sounds
because of
correct to
their
me.
past. But last I checked, this is still the United States of America. And in
We the
America,
bad.
the right of property shall not be infringed. We have the right to claim territory, to hold it, and to defend it. Sure, we took this land from the Indians. No point in rewriting history, but we took it by force.
We are the baddies,
Force is
Noah.
the only thing
Hopefully
that
we
will
turn
pull us
around by
down.
the end.
We're not gonna roll over for a bunch of bullies. If the feds or rippers or marauders think they're gonna come rolling into my wilderness, they got another thing coming. The strongest survive, the strongest take, and the strongest will succeed. This is Mark Copeland for Radio.
That's like every speech I've ever heard in any zombie movie, just thrown in a blender together.
Hope law and order are a thing of the past. What the hell are you talking about? But yeah, you got a point about force being the only thing that matters now. Force and a lot of goddamn ammo. Bunker, yes. Here it is.
The force is a force, of course, of course.
What's this? A map? Notes? Yeah, okay.
Is this the buried treasure map?
Yeah. We did it, Robert.
I did it? Or what do I win?
Got
Get-
some papers.
You
Let's see.
win to live another
Craft.
day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit.
Oh, I don't need more of those.
But Robert, it's another day's gone.
We are the days gone, as Noah says.
You think this is a democracy?
The last of the walking days gone of us.
No, but my
Evil.
favorite thing about that last radio speech was just like, yeah, we took this land from the Indians. We're not going to rewrite history. But we'll be damned if somebody's going to do the same to us.
It's different now, John.
No, but I do appreciate that they allow like a character like that in this with no like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not really a satire. It's just, no, this dude's a dick. Oh, I have a skill point still. Guild tier 2 unlocked. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Near the abandoned camp near a refugee. Return to the hot springs. I guess we'll go see what Tucker wants.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
That's exactly what I said.
I'll take your word for it.
Fast travel bike is too far. Okay. Fast travel bike has insufficient fuel. But I think there is a charm to like. This is a great just road trip game with zombies.
Yeah, no, I do like the setup of this, and the motorcycle stuff seems pretty cool.
Now we don't have to stop with gas for gas. We've got gas.
Yay.
Have you ever been on a motorcycle?
That should be it.
That's a good question. If I have, it's been a long time. I've definitely never driven one just by myself.
Yeah, I've never driven one by myself, but my dad took me on his when I was a kid, and it was terrifying.
I didn't like riding a regular bicycle when I was a child. That was not something I
Dude,
stuck with.
I hated it until I learned, but like learning was terrifying.
Same. I did not enjoy it one bit.
Noah says, which zombie franchise has your favorite interpretation of a post-apocalyptic world? So let me ask you this, Noah, because I have two different answers. Are we talking movies, video games, any medium?
And he said zombies specifically, not just post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. Well, but zombies in video games are so different than movie zombies because it's a video game.
For me? Huh?
So, like, would you count The Last of Us?
Anything infected, I would count. But anything with fast zombies, I'm gonna say no.
No, those are infected. Oh, God.
Wow. You're just gonna leave that there?
Someone's trapped. I gotta help.
Oh, God.
That's food. You killed an innocent deer and then left it.
Hold on a minute. Damn. Noah says anything. Okay, so...
Oh, God.
Bro, I legitimately
interrupted your
thought that was a freaker until I saw that it's holding an axe.
Or
Okay,
is it
so
a hatchet?
if it's anything, Noah, I gotta go the Romero trilogy. Like, that is the zombie movies.
Use everything.
The Last of Us is probably my second favorite, though.
But yeah, if we're just talking the world, though, like aesthetically speaking, I'm going with The Last of Us. Just that
Hey, it's not
nature
safe out
taking
here and
over.
shit. I know where there's a camp.
It's just such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Though I Am Legend is also a really cool one, just with how they capture just the emptiness
Mark Copeland. It's safe.
of that city.
Which, I Am Legend, they've made that movie like 600 times.
I mean, the Will Smith one. In my defense, the other versions aren't called I Am Legend.
Tell him it was St.
That's true.
John, Deacon. They know what. Don't stop. Just keep out of sight.
But in terms of which one I'd like to live in, I'm probably going Romero just because it's the one I think I could feasibly survive. I'm probably fucked either way. But like Romero's Dawn of the Dead, you know, I got a shot if I'm with that crew.
Should work.
The undoing of those characters is getting bored and wanting to leave, which I know I would not succumb to.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's just like, bro, what are you doing?
I get the commentary, you know, humanity, blah blah blah. No, if I'm alone in that mall, I could last for years. I'd be fine.
Yeah, I guess for actual post-apocalyptic world. Oh God.
Oh, Jesus, goddamn, holy Jesus, jumping Christmas shit.
Just for world, it is probably The Last of Us. Although
Ow.
there is something haunting about the little bit of the world we see in Day.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Well, that's just 2025 Florida.
True.
We're just there.
You feel this, huh? Goddamn sniper.
It's convenient they gave me this sniper rifle before the sniper section.
I mean, to be fair, I just took it from another sniper section. Oh, I don't know if you can get up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate those goddamn sniper outposts. They wreck your bike. Like, I just fixed my bike. That took it to 0.
Oh. It goes 0 to hero. But I also love, though, post-apocalyptic, like, zombie stories where you get to jump decades and really see the world evolve, which is what The Last of Us does. And The Walking Dead eventually gets to. Like, I like being years deep into an apocalypse.
What the fuck?
Ow.
Jesus! What?
Ow. These people are just not nice. Yeah, remember what I said earlier? No, fuck that. Fuck these people. We are not the bad guy.
Anyway,
These people are evil, and we should kill all of them.
Anyway, will you ever get a chance to? There's a trilogy called the Newsflesh trilogy that I would love to cover on the channel. It's kind of like a young adult zombie book trilogy. And it's you know, quite a few years after the outbreak, and society is kind of adapted around the zombies. And the main character is a news blogger because blogging has just become like the main news source ever since the outbreak. Because it was blogs that got the information out there while the news was still trying to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you've got her, the main character is like a journalist blogger, her brother, or her adopted brother. And it's very important that they're adopted, because if it's not, then it's really weird.
Oh boy. Is this a Barry and Iris situation?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that was really in at the time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It handled it better than that show does, but anyway. Is like, kind of like a, so, the best comparison, and it's funny because they use this comparison in the book, but he's like a Steve Irwin type, where he goes out like to find zombies for dangerous footage, and they actually call them Irwins in honor of Steve Irwin.
That's fun.
But no, it's just like a fully fledged society post-zombie outbreak. They just also have to deal with the zombies. The thing about Romero is you could view any movie in that trilogy as its own thing, so each has its own world building. No, would rather be in Dawn than Day. Yeah, Day would be miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. Like, there is a loose continuity to those. Like, there is a progression, but they're also pretty standalone.
Which is funny because the comic that Romero does for Marvel, like, tries to build a continuity. One of the characters is, like, related to Barbara.
Oh. Okay.
But it also introduces vampires.
Well, he's trying things.
I own it all. I don't think I've read it all, but I own it.
Hey, what's going on?
But yeah, I am with the Noah. I think Donna's like you could more feasibly survive, you know. Like, society's broken down, but a lot of people are also like dicking around. They seem fine. Day, we are fucked.
We are dead. We are all
Tie-in
dead.
slip
All
duties, had a
dead.
few drinks. Seems like he didn't leave until early this morning.
Well, Tuck, I don't run security here, so why don't you just tell Alki about that?
He beat a man, Deke, and a woman to death. Bowman and Hewitt. Her face was so smashed in you couldn't
What's
tell
that
it
guy
was
doing
her.
in the background?
Maria, right?
He's just vibing.
This asshole, Limbo. He's a local.
Alki says they've set up shop at the old Forest Service watchtower on the east slope of Three Finger Jack.
Yep, I know where it is, and I'll handle it.
I thought you might.
Hey, haven't seen Boozer around much lately.
Yeah, he's around. I guess he's just been doing more work for Copeland lately.
You tell him I said get off his ass and do some work for me.
Yeah, I'll let him know. You got something to say about it?
Stop by soon.
Good talk.
Let's go find this douche.
Backing up. Backing up. Nobody saw that. I'm cool.
Going out into the shit, Robert. We're gonna find Limbo. Remember Limbo?
I've played Limbo.
A platformer?
Yes.
Don't sound very sure.
Oh. That's a tree. You just took down a perfectly good speed limit sign.
It didn't need to be there.
Yeah, you're a murderer.
It wasn't alive.
In your opinion.
Damn, you right.
Whee! Whoop-de-doo!
Robert, there's so much driving in this game.
When I was, you were asking about motorcycles earlier, though. When I was a kid, a friend of my family had a dune buggy, so I got to ride around in that with him a few times. That was pretty awesome.
Nice. I've never been in one of those. So you were movie Picard.
Hell yeah! From everyone's favorite Star Trek movie.
It's Noah's favorite.
Hey, Tuck, I'm here, and yeah, looks like Limbo.
Oh God,
and his crew
I didn't plan this out very well.
See, they wouldn't expect a head-on attack, so it's actually brilliant.
Hey, Tuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, looks like Limbo and his crew are calling the place home. He said his face was scarred, so, more, please. What else can you tell me? Hey, Tuck, I'm here, and yeah, looks like Limbo and his crew are calling the place home.
Deacon, you said this 3 times.
Between his monologuing and the music, I don't know. I'm getting like beat poetry vibes. I mean, you know, he's just working on his material.
Hey, Tuck, I'm here. And
But I
yeah,
can't hear what
hey,
he's saying over all the gunfire.
There's the 4th one.
Hey, Tuck, I'm here, and yeah, looks like Limbo and his crew are calling the place
That's true, Noah. Everybody loves action movie Picard's iconic dune buggy.
More, please. What else can you tell me?
So, Noah, if that's action movie Picard, what's Picard? You know, TV show Picard. Do we have an agreed upon name for that version? In the
You
Picard
talking about?
multiverse?
You're talking about the one from the hit show Picard?
Yeah, Picard.
Dementia patient?
Oh.
Monologues.
Stop by the hot springs, have a little fun. Is that it?
You like how I sniped that guy?
Do it again, I wasn't looking.
We need to collect all 7 Dragon Balls so I can do it again. Oh god.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh my god, that was a woman, John.
Whoa. Hello.
Whoa, hi.
Oh god.
Lady,
I have to ask
I'm
you to
sorry,
leave the store.
you're spazzing out. This doesn't appear to be part of my concern. No, Noah just calls him Tired Picard. Yeah, that sounds accurate.
When are we gonna start a channel just for the Paramount Plus version of Picard?
We'll get there. I mean, I don't know. Some fans like that 3rd season. Some people thought they turned it around and made it just more of a next gen show.
Tooth on you, yeah?
That's what I've heard.
But still, though, I always thought it was baffling trying to make an ongoing series out of it. For the longest time, I assumed that would just be a mini-series with, 80-year-old Patrick Stewart.
Well, I feel like that's how it was pitched when they announced it.
Right, I thought it would just be a mini-series, not an ongoing thing. And yeah, I just know if... Yeah, you're fine. I just know if it was canceled after season 1, that would have been such a weird ending.
Oh, where you at?
For a very weird show.
Yeah, why don't you just stop by the hot springs, have a little fun. Is that it?
Deacon, who are you talking to?
And yeah, I think when season 3 was coming out, they were talking about, yeah, it's just, the story needs to end here, we gotta move on. It's like, no, I think it's ending here because Patrick Stewart's 85 years old. Why did this go to 3 seasons?
That's why I wish we'd stop bringing him back to the Marvel universe. Like, what is he gonna do?
Well,
He already
least
looked
there he gets
old
to
and
sit in a chair.
confused in Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, that's the big one I wish was McAvoy.
Yeah.
I don't think that should have been Stewart. I don't know.
It's just so we could get, like, the old Professor X in the yellow chair, right?
Yeah, and I don't care. I wouldn't find if that was McAvoy.
Damn it!
Oof. But
Alright.
that's the
Also
one
wouldn't have
where,
cared.
for me, that could have been a decent compromise, though, where there was already enough
Stop by the hot springs.
debate and pushback if Hugh Jackman should have come back as Wolverine after Logan. I always felt more strongly that that one should have been Patrick Stewart's last one. Even more so than Hugh Jackman. Like, we did not need to bring Patrick Stewart back again after Logan. That was a perfect send-off.
Could make something out of this.
Yeah, we have McAvoy. Just use him.
Yeah, it's really strange how they refuse to use any of the first class cast. Except,
Yeah.
Quicksilver
Well, we saw Dark Phoenix
guy.
tonight. Yeah, well, he's Ralph Boner. He's not even really Quicksilver.
That was... That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, that was... I don't like... That was... It's the Iron Man 3 thing all over again. Why is that... Why is... Okay, so, like, I think on paper that is a fine twist, except it's a boner joke.
Yeah, the joke part of it's dumb.
Get out of my way!
I also think what's aged that worse is if we never did multiverse, like, at all, I think you could make a stronger defense for that WandaVision choice of, no, that's where you thought we were going, but no, it's Evan Peters, just a reference. Don't
Well,
overthink
and
it.
like the multiverse is already weird because like, yeah, he's not really Quicksilver because we already had a Quicksilver. But then why does
Mhm.
Spider-Man look different in different universes? Why does Reed Richards? But Doctor Strange is the same in every universe.
Yeah, we haven't been consistent with that at all, which isn't inherently a problem. You know, when you have infinite realities, like, yeah, I guess it's fine that some versions look the same and others look different, but, you know, it should go without saying that this was not like a coordinated, thought out
Nope.
phase of Marvel.
Yeah,
At
like
least
I
with the,
don't care if there had been like an explanation, like, oh, you know, some people just
Hey, what's going on?
look different, or you know, have different lives and are different people in different realities, versus the only person that is consistent across the multiverse is apparently Wolverine
Find that son
until
of a
they
bitch.
cast the MCU
Yeah,
version,
here's old Iron
and
Teeth.
and Doctor Strange.
Ugh,
Oh, and
nice.
and
Xavier.
Wanda.
Deke, you're always the one person I could count on to get things done.
Well,
Oh,
that's not true. We
I have
do
no
have a
idea
Henry
where you think
Cavill
you're alive.
Wolverine.
oh yeah,
That's
we do
canon.
have the Calvary.
Well, we're around, Tuck, and if you need anything, you
Such
know
a
where we
Right,
random
Herm, the
cameo.
MCU Wolverine. No.
Oh, now is the time to do comic accurate short Wolverine.
Yes.
Even if it's just just do like Deadpool and Wolverine where it's Hugh Jackman's head on a midget's body.
Noah just said, we love Ralph Sponer. Yeah, you do you, man.
That's not what he said.
Pretty sure. I don't think he typed it correctly, but that's what he said.
Ya bastard.
Back me up, Noah. I don't. It's both. It's simultaneously excited and terrified for like the post Doomsday, post Secret Wars. Like, what does that X-Men reboot look like? I'm just terrified it's going to be a hodgepodge of the Fox era and some recastings. When
So this might not be fair, but I think Fantastic Four will tell us a lot what their X-Men is going to look like.
No, I think that makes sense. That's true. And what gives me hope with all that X-Men stuff we're doing in Doomsday, it's like, okay, our last bit of nostalgia stuff, we're getting it out of our system with Doomsday and Secret Wars. That's what I hope.
Having a look.
We're getting it out of our system there, and then we can reboot.
I got you covered. Okay then.
I think it's possible. Because like it's already not sustainable.
See ya.
The only movies that haven't been terrible flops was Deadpool and Wolverine, and was Guardians 3 made money, right?
Yeah, Guardians 3 was a hit.
Deadpool, like that didn't make money because of the cameos. It made money because it's a Deadpool movie.
Right.
And you got Wolverine. That's the team up people have been wanting since 2016.
Huh. That's interesting.
All of their other like multiverse cameo fests. Well, did Multiverse of Madness flop?
It didn't flop.
I know
It-
people
that
decided
was-
they don't like it, but
Well, John, it didn't make $1 billion, so therefore it flopped.
yeah, true.
If you're on the internet. Wait, no, it made like $900 million. It did fine. And a lot of the talking points I saw around Deadpool Wolverine were, oh, this is what Multiverse of Madness should have been. It's like, no, you're liking this for the wrong reasons. You're disliking that other movie for the wrong reasons. like I said, man, I hope we get a Doctor Strange 3 from Sam Raimi. That's just
Same.
a fun standalone Doctor Strange movie that doesn't have all that MCU baggage.
Yeah, just
You
let
know,
him
where he has to
follow
work
up on
with
that
another
post-credit scene.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Finally. Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's true. They didn't sell it on that, but given that it was Deadpool Wolverine, but given that it was post No Way Home, obviously they counted on people speculating on surprise appearances. But they absolutely shot themselves in the foot with Multiverse of Madness, where the marketing leaned way too hard into, like, oh, Professor X is coming back. Don't put that in the trailer. Like, they did hurt themselves a bit on that one, to be fair. No, it just needs Raimi to make more movies in general. Yeah, that's true. I think he's working on a new horror movie or something that he's directing. Glad he's back in the swing of things.
Yeah. Now make an Evil Dead movie, Raimi. Just do it. Robert will personally make sure it gets to $1 billion at the box office.
That is true.
No, I know he was doing like a remake of something, and then I swear I heard him announce. I read that he was working on another movie.
He also produces a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, but that's unfortunately not always his measure of quality.
Oh, of course.
Something went down.
I heard that movie Crawl was fun. I still need to watch that one.
I do need to see that because I believe that's Alexander Aja. Aja?
Yes.
Do you have it pulled up or something?
Yep.
Don't quote me on that, but I think he did the Hills Have Eyes remake.
He did do the Hills of Eyes remake and
Which
Piranha
is-
3D.
which are both
Interesting.
good.
Yeah, I don't know why I missed that Crawl movie. I heard it was fun.
I watched the first half and then I didn't get around to watching the second half. Like Tombstone.
No.
Although Tombstone was worse because I only had like 20 minutes left in the fucking movie. Please die. Thank you.
Nest. Gotta be right around here.
Okay, so Raimi's next movie he's directing is a film called Send Help, which is a survival horror picture coming out next year.
God, finish Tombstone. Ugh. No, I need
Finish
to.
it. Oh, that movie's gonna have Dylan O'Brien in it, another almost Spider-Man actor, tying back to an earlier conversation.
I maintain he would have been great at the time for a college-aged Peter Parker.
Absolutely. But
he is the best part of Teen Wolf, which isn't saying much, but still.
He was really good as Dan Aykroyd in that Saturday Night movie.
Yeah, I didn't love that movie, but a lot of the performances were good.
Still here.
Yeah, that was a spot-on impression.
Before all this is
And he's
I also-
someone where it,
nice refugee camp.
Yeah.
Better off
I don't know. Hopefully the DCU gets him for something. Because I don't think it's too late for that guy to play a superhero. Like, there's other roles he could play. I think he deserves it.
How old is he now?
33. So that's prime superhero age.
He like a Nightwing or.
Yeah. Oh no, I think Dylan O'Brien would be a great Nightwing.
Don't worry, we'll cast Jensen Ackles as Red Hood.
And then we cast a younger actor as Batman.
Yes. Or he could be. He's too old at this point, but he would have been a good Beast Boy, Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah. But like he could be like a Barry Allen. You know.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of roles he'd fit for.
Although I have a feeling, and this is just a feeling, that the DCU or whatever they're calling it now is gonna go with Wally.
I don't disagree, but I could see us building up to that for a couple of movies and not just start there.
I hope we do, because that is something that I don't think either company has gotten right in the movies, is the legacy hero.
Yeah, they usually don't nail it.
Marvel's kind of there, because like I do like Kate Bishop and I do like Yelena. Arguably, I like Yelena more than I've ever liked Natasha, which is sad.
Yeah.
But neither, like, Kate is the only one I think that's had any time to actually like build that relationship with the protege before we replaced them.
That's
Yelena
also
was like,
one season of TV from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, but like with Yelena, they were just like, "Yep, she's here now. You already know Black Widow's dead, so none of this matters."
Yeah. See,
I don't
that's
even
not
hate
the
Black
same.
Widow.
But that's not the same as like a Deadpool and Wolverine situation where, you know, they acknowledge Logan, they do something different with it, they don't try to step on it too much. It's like, no, this is a different Wolverine. We're not retconning Logan. With Black Widow, they were just stuck like, it's a prequel. Because she died in the last movie. Oh. Well, why didn't you make this movie first? Fuck you. Like, that movie should have come out before Infinity War. We can all agree.
Yeah, it would have like actually mattered.
Yeah.
It's got that prequel problem where it's like, well, I know she's not going to be in any danger in this movie because she's in movies that take place after this in the timeline.
Well, at least they introduced Taskmaster. Hopefully they do something cool with that character. Noah said he wants Ackles as Batman. That's true. He has been campaigning a lot. He started a lot of petitions.
I think he could
He's
do
like
it.
really opinionated about it.
The only thing is, he might be too old at this point. I don't know. I know that they want to do like a fully fleshed out DC universe, but I don't want another Batman that's already in his like 40s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you need to cast him over 40, but I don't think it'll be 30 either. I think it'll be like right in between whoever they cast, which is fine. I think mid-30s is the way to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and like Jensen Ackles, he's not just in his 40s, he's 47. Like, he'd be 50 by the time they made this movie. That's the problem. But no, he is a really good actor. I don't hate that choice.
I'd like to see them use him more in live action or in animation. I really hope that his only contribution to voice acting Batman is in The Long Halloween and Crisis on Infinite Earths.
John, he was also in that War World movie in between that no one watched.
Oh, I think I watched that.
I know I missed it. I
It was
never saw
okay.
it. Yeah. Yeah, and like no, I agree. If that's still the plan, if they're starting with Damien, like they will probably go for a more middle-aged Batman, but I think you'd cast somebody around 40. Not late 40s, you know what I mean? Like you could probably get an actor who's like 40 and then just age them up a little. And then that's just you just have a middle-aged Batman moving forward. I don't think you'd
Hey, babe.
cast somebody over 45, but we'll see.
I cleaned them out. They won't be bothered.
Oh my god, John, it's Sarah.
Hey.
Sarah.
Sarah Harding.
How many Sarahs do you think are on this shit?
There's so many dead Sarahs and apocalypse infected games.
Deacon, I gotta tell you something.
It's okay.
Ooh, flash.
You told me that I shouldn't come back, and I didn't listen to you. I mean, I knew that it was getting worse, but
None of us knew it was gonna blow up like this. Not this fast.
you don't understand. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. This is my fault.
Hey. No one's losing anyone. Made a promise. Remember?
You think the backwards cap is cool?
Deacon, wait!
Sarah, come on.
There's a kid here. Hey.
You can tell it's a flashback because
Hey,
he
you
doesn't have
okay?
a beard.
Come on, we gotta find your parents, okay?
Where do we gotta go?
Come on.
Hey, I don't even know that kid. See? This is what happens.
Oh, yeah. Where is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
That's why she was injured at the beginning of the
Hold
game.
this here as long as you can.
It was a goddamn kid.
I don't think so. I think I can walk.
Okay, good enough. We're almost there. 2 hours ago, this place was calling the feds.
Yeah, they must have evacuated.
Yeah, they must have bugged out. Yeah, she's burning out. The knife must have nicked her kidney or something. She's turning septic. How you doing, little sister?
So stupid. It was this little kid. This goddamn little kid.
Big goddamn knife.
Hey, help me.
Shit.
Hey, Mom. You don't want to be here. Let me come through. We gotta get to the roof. Flag down one of those choppers. All right.
Oh.
See if you can rest over here.
Noah asked if that was Tobin Bell in the backwards cap. Maybe.
Robert hasn't seen that one
So
yet.
much my little sister, you know.
I've seen the memes.
So we just played a sick moved in. She was just.
If Saw 11 ever gets finished, we better see him in that backwards cap or else I call bullshit.
I've been cut my neck.
You must adhere to continuity.
Burning up.
Jesus. Look at him.
We gotta move. We ain't going that way. Okay. Come on. All right. Hey, sweetheart, can you move? Loser. Yeah, I got her. Go find us a way out. Okay, everyone hold on. Hold on.
Ah, Jesus.
Okay. You get his attention. I'm gonna try to sneak around behind him, okay?
So is this backstory you think
It's nothing. It's nothing.
adds a lot, or do you think it's just kind of filler?
I think this definitely adds some, but I don't know why it's so early in the game.
Hey, I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed.
Because as of right now,
Listen to
as
me.
far as we know,
My girl's out there.
Sarah's
She's been
dead.
stabbed. We're just trying to get to the roof.
They're all dead.
So listen. You killed my wife. Oh no. Look,
What?
I didn't know anything about
You killed my wife.
Do anything. Do anything.
I heard you the first time, sir.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Ew. It's all over his face.
What's wrong?
Wait, we need help. She's been
How
wounded.
do you feel about this backstory so
She's
far?
not. Whatever the hell's going on out there. She's been stabbed.
I think it's fine. I think you could have moved some more of that just at the start of the game, but also
Get her to a hospital. She's
this feels more warranted if there was actual gameplay and not just a long cutscene.
hospitals. You got doctors. You got triage. You got a mass unit.
Oh, look, I'm just a grad student, okay? I got volunteered for this. I'm not even supposed to be out here.
Ryan.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Shit. I've only got room for 2 of you, okay? 2.
You got room for 2.
You're overweight, okay? I can only take 2 of you, 2.
I do get the feeling that this game is struggling a little in that balance of, like, open world, zombie scavenging,
I got her.
Story
you
that
know,
they're
survival
going
game and story driven,
Okay, Boozer.
where there
let's
isn't
go.
really a
Hold on.
propulsive narrative
We gotta get on that
like The
side.
Last of Us has, where you have to get from point A to
only
point B.
room for two
Here
on that
it's like, oh, here's the backstory. I don't know.
Yeah, no, here it's more like, well, here's a mission that'll give you a little bit more narrative. Here's a mission that'll give you a cutscene.
Yeah.
Why is he doing any of this? I don't know.
Where are you going?
What?
Where?
Refugee camp, west of Three Finger Jack.
No.
Boozer is never gonna make it without me.
I still don't understand this choice, but whatever.
Yeah, why? Well, why not just put Hooser on the helicopter and just go it alone?
Exactly. Hey, remember this cutscene you watched at the beginning of the game?
I thought I was having deja vu.
You would.
Deke!
Hooser's like, wait, take me. Don't leave me. With Tobin Bell. Fuck.
You rest easy, okay? I'll be back to check on you. And I know, yeah, you wouldn't want me to, but I guess Boozer.
Why is he talking to a rock?
Because it has the name Sarah.
It's
Sarah!
It's like I said. I'll be back.
You want to know something, John? Taking zombies off of this shit is the worst idea in the long, sad history of bad ideas.
And people say that you can't remember quotes from that movie.
Wrong people say that.
Deke, you there? I got bored. Figured I'd see if I remembered how to make anything. Stop by when you can. I think you'll like it.
Boozer, thank you. Yeah, I'll stop by later.
Mr. Booze, Mr. Boozer,
Emergency! Emergency! This is Refugee Camp 13 Delta.
Mr. B-double-O-Z-E-R.
I'm trying!
They gotta pick us up now!
Shut up, I'm trying to. Repeat, this is Refugee Camp 13 Delta. We're being overrun. Do you read me?
Give me that!
What are you doing? Let's go!
Give me
Let's go!
radio!
There's always a nagging woman on the line. Shut up, lady.
Jesus. I'm sorry that I wasn't here.
No, you're not.
He kind of is, because this is where his wife or whatever disappeared.
Oh. In hindsight, mistakes were made.
That's why I like that the mission is called "What Did You Do?" because the beginning of the game was one of the dumbest decisions I've seen a protagonist make. I'm gonna let my wife go off on her own in a strange helicopter that I can apparently reach its destination on bike. Oh, what do you mean something went wrong and she's dead? What?
They're all dead.
What do you think of Whitworth's performance so far?
Oh, I think his performance is good. The some of the dialogue maybe overwritten, but I just really like Whitworth. I'm biased.
Yeah, same.
Just I like
No, it
seeing
is
him on
funny though
screen.
because it's like, nope, this is definitely like a Whitworth performance,
Hmm.
right down to like the stuttering, the repeated dialogue.
Yeah, like we talked about last time, that's what makes his Darth Maul voice stand out, is that is such a different performance and a different voice for him, but all of his other roles are always very similar.
Here we go. Good.
He is actually the reason I know as much as I do about like how badly they fucked over Frank Darabont in The Walking Dead, because he has a very candid interview about it.
Yeah, well, he was also like barely involved with that show, so you know, he didn't really have anything on the line.
Yeah.
The truth shall set you free. Today, I was thinking about where it all began.
But I feel like we've gotten more that's come out since then, because I think Lori's actress came out and like talked about it with Bernthal on his podcast.
Yeah. Well, and that's also why we lose Dale in season 2, was just because that actor wanted off the show because he wasn't happy with how they treated Darabont.
But I mean, to be fair, Dale was going to go one way or another.
Yeah. That was just one of the first like big departures from the comic, because I mean he sticks around for a while. But also, I don't know, I never pictured that romance working with those actors, so
Marauder camp, yeah.
I don't know, I'm of two minds about it. The Dale Andrea thing, like that worked in the comic, but in the show, I don't know if I would have bought it.
Well, it doesn't.
Well, you were right about one thing, Cope. All these Nero refugee camps.
It's weirder seeing it in live
turn out
action.
to be death camps, just not the way
And
you were
also,
expecting.
like, the show's Andrea is just like a bitch.
She's horrible. I hate her so much.
Yeah, and it sucks because she's like one of my favorites in the comics.
Me too. I love comic book Andrea. That's the big one I think the show messes up. So when they got rid of her, I thought that was the right decision.
They messed her up so badly. They just ended up giving all of her characterization and storylines to fucking Michonne.
Kind of, and other characters. But I don't know. I also prefer TV Michonne over comic Michonne.
Because comic Michonne kind of sucks.
Yeah, she's like a cool character. She's got an interesting backstory and look, and then Kirkman just doesn't know what to do with her.
Oh.
And he gives her the same storyline over and over again. Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old comic, but if you like a story where a lady falls in love with a guy and then the guy dies and she gets upset about it, boy, does that comic to do that with her a lot.
I don't remember, does she make it to the end?
Yes. Yeah, she's there to the end of the run.
No, she is a character that had an awesome introduction, you know, with like the two zombies that were chained together.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Yeah, he just doesn't know what to do there. He also had that with Morgan, because I love TV Morgan.
Is that the guy that Rick meets at first?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I had that. I don't know about the show, because by the time he comes back, I'd already checked out. But no, I love him in that first appearance, and then by the time you get to when he comes back, I think by that point Kirkman was just like done.
Finish burning out these nests.
But that's another character in the comic where he was like, I don't know what to do with him.
Because I feel like I love the Walking Dead comic, I feel like it loses a lot of steam once you get to Alexandria and all the communities. Because Kirkman's got like
I think so, too.
6,000 characters to balance, and I just don't think his heart was in it anymore.
Yeah, I've always said, I mean, I think that comic is pretty solid start to finish, but I do think there's, like, the first half of that run is really great, and then the back half of that run, it's like a slow, steady decline in quality, where it's just kind of
Gotta be close to a nest.
by the end.
I can smell it.
Whereas the show is all over the place for a lot of reasons.
Oh,
But they both have their pros and cons.
fuck.
But both the comic and the show do get kind of a spike in energy once the Whisperers show up, because they are awesome.
The Whisperers are like the best idea he has in that back half.
Absolutely. It's the first thing in a long time where you're like, oh, I haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
In a zombie apocalypse story. This is awesome.
And they show up in the Telltale game.
Yeah, I heard that in one of the later seasons.
We need to get back to that.
We should. Where'd you leave off? Did you just get through 2?
Yeah, we finished season 2, so the next will be season 3. Ugh.
I just remember you showing me what happened to Kenny, and I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, season 3 is rough.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Because it's the only one where you don't. It's the only one after season 1 where you don't play as Clementine, and she's more of a guest character than anything.
Yeah.
And so they create this new protagonist that's just not as interesting. Like, his whole storyline is, oh, I'm in love with my wife's or my brother's wife. Because my brother's an asshole.
Mm-hmm. I like the first thing you said better. I'm in love with my brother's wife. That sounds more interesting.
Wait. Yeah, that's what I meant. His brother's wife.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, the first thing you were saying was, I'm in love with my wife's brother.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh.
Took me a while to
Oh,
like
yeah,
John
that could be
Bernthal
interesting.
anything because I first saw him as Shane and I really don't like Shane. Oh, I think Shane is one of the few things the show does better than the comic.
Yeah, that's the first big character that I think the show improves on.
Yeah, comic Shane sucks.
Yeah, well, and that was the reason for that is when Kirkman started that comic, he didn't know how long he could keep it going. Like, he didn't know if he could keep it going past 6 issues, so he's like, I have one story idea, I'm just gonna end it here. So that's why that storyline's so rushed, is just because he doesn't know if he gets to finish it.
Yeah,
it's like the one big idea he had to start.
Like, I like the show version better, but I think the show version is too decompressed. So, like, there's a middle ground.
Yeah. But, I mean, his final episode, I think, is pretty fantastic.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the first thing I see John Bernthal in, and I love him on that show. I think he's great.
Yeah. I don't know what you're on, Noah, but
also, when he was cast as Punisher, I was so excited because I was like, "Oh, that's just correct."
Yeah.
that was perfect casting.
Okay.
End of day gone. Oh my God, it's a helicopter.
Jesus.
Holy Jesus, goddamn! Holy Jesus, jumping Christmas shit.
Yeah, guess what?
Hey, Boozer, I'm chasing a helicopter.
Right, I'm just out hunting for each bruiser. You got that bounty? Only reason that I go up there.
Like I said, though, there are a lot of characters in that comic I think the show improves on, especially later in the run. Because as the comic gets going, there's just so many characters Kirkman will introduce and then just do nothing with, where they're just in the background.
Carol.
So, Carol. I mean, that's a complete reinvention. But yeah, Morgan, I like it. Ezekiel's a big one. I know you dropped out of the show by that point, but I do prefer TV Ezekiel over comic Ezekiel.
Well, okay, so to be fair, I do like comic Carol just because of how unhinged she is.
Yeah, I think it works for the story.
And as much as I do think, like, you know, TV Carol's obviously a better character.
Looks like they're stopping.
I really hate how she kind of became one of the faces of the show.
That's fair.
It's like, hey!
Oh,
to
God.
the point. Oh, jeez. To the point where the second season of that Daryl spinoff is now from the Book of Carol or some stupid shit. What is that called?
Yeah, it's Daryl Dixon, the Book of Carol, I think. That's what season 2 is called.
Can we just keep adding, like, suffixes?
Yeah. Well, it's because she was gonna be in the first season, and then she didn't do it, so when they did get her for season 2, that was, like, a big deal, but yeah. It's goofy.
I remember when they announced that it was
fine. I think I was just,
I
they
also
couldn't take
love...
over the last few seasons of that show. From what I understand.
But,
I am shocked they never tried to put Daryl in the comics.
yeah, and he teased it a lot.
I remember he also teased Clementine being in the main comics, and that never happened either.
Yeah. There's also... Oh, God. Do you remember The Walking Dead, The Alien?
What?
It's not an actual alien.
I
But
don't know
it's
what this is.
It's a one-off comic story, I think written by Kirkman or co-written by Kirkman, but with a different artist. And it's about Rick Grimes' brother, who was mentioned, like, one time early in the comics. So if you want to find out what happened to Rick's brother, you can read that comic. But there's another character he meets where he's like, find Rick, find my brother. And that, spoiler alert, that never happened. But also, and this is probably a hot take, I love the TV version of the Governor. I actually prefer him over the comic version.
See, I prefer the comic version.
Yeah, the comic version is evil and terrifying, and very sadistic, but I find the TV one a lot more interesting.
What?
And I like that actor a lot.
He's in an episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's the guy that thinks he's the Doctor. I don't remember why.
But that's different from the War Doctor.
No, the
Why
War
are there
Doctor
so many
is actually...
doctors that aren't doctors, John?
Well, I mean, the War Doctor is actually the Doctor. The guy that the Governor's actor plays is a guy that just thinks he is the Doctor, but he's not actually the Doctor.
Okay, yes, radio.
Maybe he's right.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn it, get back
Sir?
to that! Little shit, that's mine!
Okay, so do these things have some degree of intelligence or personality to them?
I guess.
That was grab weird shit. And yeah, no, that's correct. Rick's brother is from outer space. That's the twist. But that show also introduces me to Michael Rooker as Merle, who's great.
Actually, I can't say that, because I saw Slither first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ever since Walking Dead, there have been all these like old things I've watched where Michael Rooker will just pop up randomly.
Yeah, no, I saw Slither in theaters.
Nice.
You know, like tying it up.
Like, this is awesome. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's awesome.
They got chased off by swarmers. Bugged the hell out. They left some gear behind, a radio.
Speaking of Walking Dead comics, do you know about the
No.
Clementine comic?
I don't know. I'm just... And he's alive.
I remember when that was coming out, and people hated it. I think you've talked about it.
If I can, I'm gonna...
So that is
Get some
supposed to be
answers.
like the continuation on from the final season of the game.
Mhm.
And Clementine just leaves AJ, the baby from season 2, with the people at the
You're
school and
gonna
was
get
like,
right.
"Yeah, I have to
I'm gonna
leave
check
now."
in later. Deacon out.
That makes sense.
Okay, O'Brien. Where the hell are you?
I mean, it's just an apocalypse. I don't know. Nope, he's having a moment. If I ever were to lose you.
I better put that in this season somewhere.
Oh my god, John, it's Sarah.
Sarah!
We found her.
Doesn't she just scream, "I'm a scientist"?
Hey.
Hey,
So I'm sort of lost. I was hoping you could help me out.
I'm sorry, you're lost?
Don't trust him.
Yeah, I'm looking for the old Belknap Road, and there's not a lot of signs around here.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope.
What? What is it? What? Oh, it's great. That is just perfect.
This is what happens when you let women
great.
drive.
That is great.
So about those directions?
I'm really sorry. I don't know where Belknap, Belknap, that's the one. And I don't know where it is. I really can't help you. I'm sorry.
So no, then?
Nope.
Okay. Well, thanks anyway.
Hey! All right.
Could you use a ride?
Yes, I could. Thank you for finally offering.
Lady, don't trust him.
I'm Deacon.
I've seen this setup in many horror
Sorry about the
movies.
mess. I don't. How do I? This contraption.
Pretty much what you think. Just throw your.
Watch Kurt Russell's breakdown. This is a terrible idea.
Lady, it's a bike. It's not rocket science.
Whoa. Okay. Ready. Hey! Hey!
She's gonna
Hold
die.
on tight.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
It's just there are no bars out here, so.
Well, sure there is. There's a place called Crazy Willie's up the road. There's
No, I meant cell phone reception.
This is a setup.
I knew what you meant.
Right, of course. Anyway.
So what's a nice girl like you
He's gonna
doing
take
in a
her to
place
his
like
crazy inbred cannibal family.
You know, I ask myself that all the time. I do research. I study things.
this? Thanks. Had no idea what research was.
Sorry, I do plants.
You study plants.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of
99
fun
bottles
not
of beer on the
driving
wall.
in this sequence.
Oh,
Hey, look out!
well, that's unfortunate. Oh my god.
Assholes!
I was gonna say, well, at least this one has some gameplay. That's a
You
mistake.
okay?
I'm just. Oh, Lordy, that was close.
Hey. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just. Oh my god. Hey.
Ah, dang. I was gonna make a reference that you
Cell
wouldn't
phone
get.
reception.
No.
Hey. Yeah, I'm fine. I just. The car you gave me, it's a real piece of shit. I need a tow. I'm on, I don't know, I don't know where I am.
Road 42.
Road 42? Yeah, I'm about a mile up. Okay, I'll see you when you get here.
Come on, I'll take you back to your car. We can wait for the tow truck.
I don't know.
Well, all right. I'm sure when those boys come back, they'd be happy to give you a ride, so...
Okay, all right. All right, just give me a second.
Lady, you're fine.
They'll be any minute now.
All right. Screw it. Let's go. Just
Yeah,
try to
there's
look
a
careful
scene
this
in the 90s The Haunting movie where Owen Wilson gets scared, and then for like 5 minutes he's just panting
Well, that all depends on who you ask.
and out
My
of
accent
breath.
say I've been lost
It's
for
like,
years.
dude, calm down.
Well, you certainly know your way around here.
It's not that
You're
big
not
a
from
deal.
around here.
I can
From
move the
Snap.
camera now.
The company that I work for, they opened this lab here, so
Still can't drive.
where I came to the middle of nowhere.
That's
Research
unfortunate.
plants.
That's right, I already told you I forgot.
Yeah, and
so
I don't know why you
the
can't
company I
just
work
drive,
for
and if you
is
try to
a
go
leading
off course, just have the game
bioengineering
stop you.
firm,
Like,
and,
nope, done.
some of the
You can't go that way.
plants I look at are pretty rare.
It can still be kind of on rails, but still let you actually drive it.
That has got to be the best thing I've ever heard. Oh, what the hell?
I told you it was set up.
We got company.
All right, gentlemen.
What?
Die.
Oh, is this gameplay?
Yeah. I can't
Okay.
roll? What? Deacon, why did you only learn how to roll out of a punch?
That makes sense to me. He hasn't unlocked the roll ability, John.
Deacon, you suck at this.
Smart now, huh?
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah. Yes, hit him again. How you like that, bike boy? Do it. Come on, hit him.
Not so tough now.
Him.
You don't learn, do you,
Watch
bike
us all
boy?
day. Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Say I'm out.
Why didn't you grab that gun, Deacon?
Roll, goddammit!
Well, that escalated quickly.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
That bullet is gonna land somewhere like 50 miles away and kill somebody.
Hey,
I'm so sorry.
Good
Call of
job,
Duty kill
lady.
cam.
Looking in your bag, and
No,
I
it's
saw
alright.
that, and
oh,
God, I could've
Somebody's just
killed
walking his
somebody,
dog.
you know? Oh, shit.
yeah, but you
He gets shot. Oh god, who shot me?
I've never done
Have you ever
anything
seen
And why did
those,
it fall
like-
from the sky?
It's okay.
I
They're
saw
gone.
it in
They're
Have you
your
ever
bag,
seen
and I
those
just
Call of
tried to call
Duty
the police,
videos
and
You know
where
what?
somebody just like
Mars
throws a
was
tomahawk or
some shit.
something
Right here.
up and it lands and it just so happens to hit somebody in the head?
Thank you.
I've never done anything like that.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah?
Of course. And that's how they met. So relatable. You know how a normal person meets a girl, gets into a fight, and she takes his gun and shoots it in the air?
Tucker. Hot Springs Camp. You there? I'm gonna need
Oh,
more
God.
info on that survivor Larson spotted in Marion Forks.
Deacon, I already told you everything I know. Young, a woman.
Well,
How this take these?
He's got me covered. Get out of the open.
Hey, look, he's rolling now. Is that the rolling you were looking for?
fuck you, Deacon.
Oh, that's... You should be dead. You just got shot in the neck.
It's fine. It's called
Hey, Wolf.
main character syndrome, Robert.
Oh. Ow. Lady, there's a wolf here. Who's still alive. It's a monster wolf.
Okay. What were you saying?
Unrelated to the zombie apocalypse, wolves have just become super strong.
What?
You hear me?
You Krispy Kreme motherfucker.
John, you got shot in the neck. It just took you like 2 minutes for it to kick in.
Oh.
Tucker. Hot Springs Camp, you there? I'm gonna need more info on that survivor Larson spotted in Marion Forks.
Deacon, I already told you everything I know. Young, a woman. Wait. He mentioned Hungry James. That old pancake house by the East Bridge.
Lumberjack, big stack of pancakes. Yeah, I know the one. Okay, I'll start there.
You do that. And remember, bring her to me. A group of drifters came through the other day, traded us a few guns. Maybe something you could use.
Yeah.
Keep that in
Ah,
mind.
shit.
It's another laser pointer. So the way this is structured, are all of these areas like feasible to go to at the very start of the game? You're just gonna get killed instantly, or are there like some places with like invisible walls? Like, no, you can't go here yet. You gotta do this thing first.
I've not tested it, but I would hazard to say, because this is this is only half the map so far. There will be a second map that opens, but in
Gotcha.
theory you should be able to go anywhere. It's more so just, are you going to be equipped to deal with
Murderers and thieves, and I can't let any of them escape.
the shit?
The shit.
You don't need...
Oh, hi, sir.
Yeah. How do you like that, huh? Okay, time for the
Well,
rest of you.
Sam, calm down, man.
Die! Good God!
Get in there.
It's the human spirit, John. The endurance. Oh, he's dead.
Got it. Can use this.
The unstoppable will to live. Oh, now he's down.
How many drifters you ambushed down there, huh?
Oh Jesus! There's a lot of them here.
Yeah, they had one.
Ay.
Oh Jesus!
Don't unalive yourself.
Oh God!
That sounds painful.
I mean, it's a bear trap. It's gonna.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free.
I've played Friday the 13th, the game. You could just limp that off.
Living through it was a
I mean,
It's not a big deal.
Every time you heard a plane flying overhead, you think for sure that this is it. That's the one coming to drop the big one on us. We live through the Red Scare. Man didn't know if his neighbor was an American who bled red, white, and blue, or a communist red to the bone. Made it hard to trust. My father,
So I've been watching this new channel that I found. I can't remember their name right
Oh
now. But they
God, it's an army.
but they do Power Rangers content, and they kind of do the season overviews, like Linkara did, but like better and not embarrassing.
That you could say that about a lot of Linkara videos, John. Gotta be more specific.
Well, it's really interesting. Like, do you know anything about Power Rangers in space?
They're in space.
Oh. Okay, so I want you to look up Power Rangers in space and tell me if right now you just on the costumes you think if that is a space themed Power Ranger season or like Sentai season.
believe the lies.
Yeah, Cope?
They're in
Oh, that worked out for the
space.
poor bastards who own the one that I just cleared out. Huh? Not so good, I'm guessing.
They have weird little eraser-looking hoverboard things. There's also pictures of them in suits in front of a tree. That doesn't look like it's in space. So yeah, I'm not getting strong space themes except for the weird square colors
So
logos they have.
that is because the Sentai, and this is something I learned from this video, that's why I bring it up. The Sentai was a video game themed Sentai,
Oh.
but Saban, because that was intended to be like the series finale.
How do you like that?
Because the ratings were down,
Supposed to
nobody
like that?
like in Turbo did horribly, or Turbos. Oh Jesus!
Whee! Ooh. I mean, hypothetically, can you lead some of the zombies off of that bridge? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But like, because Turbo did horribly, so In Space is intended to be the finale. So a lot of it is recorded American footage. Like they don't even use the Sentai foot soldiers or anything. But I just thought it was funny. They were like, yeah, the Sentai was video game themed, and all the like morph sequences and costumes are themed to that. It's in space. But that season actually, because if you were watching Power Rangers, that does work as a series finale. Because so Zordon has gone missing, and that's kind of the overarching storyline of the season is them trying to find Zordon.
Yep. You did it again.
And all of the bad guys from the previous seasons team up as like the Alliance of Evil or whatever. And the only way to stop them is the Red Space Ranger has to kill Zordon, and hit the energy in his tube purifies all of the evil in the world. That's something people don't talk about. Zordon fucking dies in the original continuity.
That's amazing.
And then the irony was, because that is a great season. That is probably the best of the early Saban era. That season, which is intended to be a finale and wrap up everything, did so well. They were like, well, we're gonna do another season.
And now it's over.
After going back and forth between Disney and Saban and...
So, do you think the reboot they're working on is going to be a 100% reboot? Or do you think they're going to try to legacy sequel it, where there's some connections and nostalgia's left?
It's hard to say, because by the end of that, like, you've already got that. Like, they brought back Billy from Mighty Morphin. They did that Once and Always special, which was good, but suffers from the fact that they couldn't bring back a lot of people. Like, a Power Ranger Mighty Morphin reunion without Tommy is weird.
That I just cleared out. Huh? Not so good, I'm guessing. Since they were all dead long before I ever got there.
But I think a full reboot is probably what they should do. Like, just 2017, but better this time.
That's what I'm hoping
That should be the mission statement, right?
Yeah, because that's what makes a lot of the Boom comics, while they're good, the start is really awkward because it's kind of shoehorned in the middle of the continuity. Like, oh, everything up to Green with Evil has happened until we change our minds.
Shit, almost out.
But then Go-Go is the full-on reboot that we want, that they should have just done it from the start.
Headshot. Oh god, you got Judge Dredd's gun.
Ah, shit.
Double whammy.
We gotta get out of here.
What's this Wii stuff?
All right, one more left. That's the last of them.
Oh.
Guess you're...
Okay.
Because the freakers are killing them. They're here.
Days of setting
Oh.
around here are over.
How does he know that? There's one more left. Oh, they got him. Oh, that's done. This guy's got Jedi powers, man.
Ooh.
Oh my god. That lady just phased through the floor.
You like Deacon's ladder climbing animation?
I love it. It's a nice place down here. Why don't they just stay down here?
What do they got here? Here, a map. Yes. Hey, what's this? Crafting. Yes, yes, yes.
See if we can outsleep that horde, because that's going to make it difficult to get out of here.
It's a smart idea. Days later.
Okay. Let's go.
We are 743 days gone, Robert.
That's too many days. So, in pretty big gaming news this week, we got a new date and trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep, and I am the only person on the planet that doesn't care.
It looks amazing.
The best Rockstar game was Bully, and they won't touch that property for some reason, so fuck it. Ah, Jesus.
You deserve to step in that parrot trap.
Like, I don't know. I didn't really care for GTA 5, and I certainly don't like GTA Online. We'll see.
What's wrong with fun, John?
Especially if the rumors Austin was saying about how they're going for a realism approach. Fuck that. That's what ruined Red Dead 2 for me. What do you mean I died so now I've lost my horse? Fuck off.
Well, Noah says that Red Dead Redemption 2 is their best game, and I'll take that as fact.
It's not. It's still Bully.
I thought you liked immersion.
I like immersion until the point where it becomes annoyance.
Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't have that. That's a fun game.
I haven't played much of that one, to be fair. I only played like a couple hours, but I'm also very picky on open worlds. I don't know. Maybe I should try to finish GTA 5.
So, sometimes it's nice to just goof around and have fun.
Yeah, see, it's just not me. I like to have I'm doing something in a game.
Yeah. Oh, what's this place?
Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't even as good as the first Red Dead Redemption.
It's about going to another world, John.
Stop
a simpler time.
fighting me on this.
Hey, look, it's Paul Bunyan.
Ah, crap. I remember this part.
We gotta be here somewhere.
What? You got a little jumpy jump on the bridge? You'll be fine.
Gotta look around.
Well, yeah, no, that whole realism approach, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, yeah, maybe they're gonna limit your like inventory you could carry around, but I don't know. It could still be a really fun game. It also could have the strongest story. I like this Bonnie and Clyde approach.
Yeah. Oh, the fuck?
How did that even... Smeagol, is that you?
There we go.
Well, he's dead.
Fucker.
Well, now we're fucked. Who's gonna drop the ring into Mordor?
Your mom.
Oh. Whoa.
Muddy tracks. Kid size. Women's. Oh, fuck. Boozer would know. Gotta be hers. This must be where she comes to get water. Yeah, you come here for water every day, don't you?
Oh my god, it's a ghost.
Obviously, you don't stick around long. Good for you.
So, is this one of his superpowers?
Yes.
Is this detective vision?
No, this is really trying to do that Last of Us where we're not really innovating anything. We're just taking a bunch of stuff and like doing all of it really well, but nothing new.
Mm.
It's just some of the stuff they mix up and like, I don't know if these go together.
Hell yeah. Sorry, goddammit. Spread out, look around. There's a girl here somewhere.
You shot me. Thank you, sir, for stating the obvious.
Well, how many fucking bullets is it gonna take?
This doesn't seem that bad. I believe in you. Ooh. Yeah, I agree. No, like, I don't really care about the story of 5. It's just something for the plot, just for the objectives. But I love the characters. Those performances are so good. That's Stephen Ogg guy, the guy who plays Trevor. That was like my introduction to him. He's another character actor who's just always great.
Oh,
Well,
you didn't see anything.
yeah, I agree, Noah. I love seeing Stephen Ogg pop up in Better Call Saul. He's in a couple episodes there. He's also on The Walking Dead. He's one of Negan's guys. He's great.
I remember when they announced that.
They've been shot.
Yeah, he's a really good like side villain in that show.
You gotta stop moving sometime.
Burn, you asshole. Stop.
It's gonna be stupid.
Stupid is as stupid does. Zombies.
Get behind him. Move. Moving up. Cover me. I'm shot. Side. We will free him. Here. Find him.
Finally.
One thing that is funny about this game, though, is the amount of recycled character models. There isn't a lot of variety.
No. You either get freakers or the scars that all look the same.
He would say that. Did you do it? Did you win?
He's here.
Oh, maybe not.
Shh.
I'm not here. Can I please drink?
There's always ammo in police cars.
This is sealed up. How does she get in and out?
You don't see anything.
Marco.
Need that.
So do you have more nests you still gotta burn?
Yeah, but we're stuck in this mission.
Hello?
That's it.
First try.
Ladder. This is it. Come on. Just gotta set it here. No,
Ellie,
hit.
come on, I got a ladder. Ellie, where are you? Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the I'm not your daughter, and you sure as hell like
Don't be afraid.
you're not my daughter, and I sure as hell ain't your dad scene.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Are you alone? Is there anyone else with you? Is this your room? It's really great. Are these yours?
No.
Lisa.
That's mine. This one's for gymnastics. I should have won first place, but Missy King, she cheated.
Lisa. Lisa, you hear the gunshots outside? It's not safe here.
I was
Now,
at
if we...
school. And my mom called me and told me to come home right away and not stop, and they would be here waiting for me, and we would leave together, and... I got here, and there was...
Why is she still here? Is she
note
stupid?
that said they left with some men, and
Yes.
I didn't know what to do, so I hid. I didn't know what to do.
Whoa,
It's like,
girl.
please stop.
It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. Lisa, not far from here, there's a camp. And you really ought to let me take you there. There are people there. There are people, I know them. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a work camp, and to eat you have to work. Life is gonna be hard, but at least you ain't gonna starve.
No, my mom's coming here for
Okay,
me.
is this your mommy? Well, you said she didn't come home, right? So, maybe she's at the camp.
Mom is at the camp. She is.
He's kind of a dick for
I know
this.
she is.
Yeah.
Stay close.
This is the part that's gonna suck.
The men with the guns.
Oh, is this an escort mission?
No, we don't.
Not only that, we're gonna get a boss battle.
Did you kill them?
Yay.
Okay.
God, that cop
Lots
car
of
had
sick
ammo.
people. Oh no. Look out.
Quiet, girl.
Damn freakers, burn!
When in doubt, roll.
Like the great poet Fred Durst said, just keep rolling.
It is a good monologue.
Shouldn't be out here.
Hello.
Lisa, stay behind me.
We should go.
Hey, Lisa, can you carry a hatchet and something?
Can you do anything?
I have like 80 pounds of weapons on my back.
Can use this.
Why is the fire axe in the fire truck? Oh god.
It's ironic, obviously.
But if you're able to finish that boss battle coming up, do you want to call it there?
No, we're gonna go until we finish it.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna finish the whole game. Nice, let's do it. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
2 days later.
This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
I believe in you.
There it is.
Hey, it's a bear. Why don't you team up with the bear?
That would be sensible.
Have you seen Jurassic World? Just hold your hand out in front of it. And now it's on fire. And it's dead. The bear is dead. Would it possibly survive that? I don't know why it's still coming after you. It's just dead.
It's a lot harder on my first playthrough, but it's almost dead already. Oh God.
Oh jeez. It should be dead by every metric. You've exploded it 3 times.
Hey. Come here.
Okay, Mr. Hustler. Well, this is gonna be difficult.
The first time I played this game, it killed me like 4 fucking times. Oh God.
Oh, no. Hey guys. See, in the context of this playthrough, you just killed that bear for no reason. It wasn't bothering you.
Yeah, it was. It was gonna
It
kill
was just
me.
walking around.
Yeah, well, better it than me.
Come on, get on. We have to move.
I don't know about this.
We have to save Lisa.
Come on, kid. We gotta go.
Okay.
Get on the goddamn bike.
Hey, what's your name?
Deacon. My name's Deacon. Lisa, how did you live out here alone for all this time?
Whee! Oh God.
Shit. Wow, that gives you no turnaround
What's
time.
your name?
Deacon.
Weird.
My name's Deacon. Lisa, how did you live out here alone for all this time? You don't talk much, do you?
My dad's a rock hound. He used to take me out here looking for thunder eggs.
Thunder eggs? What is...
They're rocks, but when you cut them open...
Her
there's
dad
a
collects
inside.
rocks.
Okay. That
What
sounds
is he,
great.
stupid?
He used to go all over. Belknap Crater, the lava flow and Black Crater, everywhere. Do you think he's at the camp too?
I don't know, kid.
There's something kind of cool about taking this lost little girl and just like being like, "Here, you're going to a work camp."
Shit.
It's
someone's in
fine.
the tunnel.
What?
Listen to me. The gunshots that you heard.
Don't question it.
Really bad men. Do you understand?
Yes. Hey.
Stay here. Find some place to hide. Don't come out until I say so.
Now I got you.
Hey, man and girl, thank you very much.
Oh no.
Yeah, Adam March, John has no intention in resting before Smallville.
John should be resting.
He's
for Smallville. What's up, Adam March? Haven't seen you in a while.
He's gonna do that on Saturday, running on no sleep.
You have to be up early for it.
Lisa? Kid? Come on out. It's safe.
Lisa Simpson.
Joke's on Cap, we're actually gonna do the Lost World for 10 hours.
Come on, hop on.
Can you go any faster?
She's
You
a video
okay?
game NPC, what do you think?
I see we've met the Ashley of Days Gone.
Get the cab. You'll be safe here, you'll see.
Oh darn.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Lisa, and I need you to...
Adam Orch says, still
Did any
can't
of your
believe you
neighbors
guys willingly
own
saved
any
through Lost
firearms,
World.
You know, like,
That movie is
pistols,
great.
rifles, things like that.
No.
It's very quotable.
They came and took everything.
Men! Were they like the men in the tunnel, or did they wear uniforms
Does this game hate men?
Like the army. But they were really
Is this some kind of agenda?
They flags they made themselves. Deschutes
That's how
County
it
Militia.
starts. Ooh,
I don't remember.
screaming.
They have
running.
anyone with them? Women? Children?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Tommy would remember.
Tommy?
Tommy Strickland. My best friend. But he's gone. He left with his dad to hide.
Hide?
I don't care about your life story, girl.
And put all kinds of stuff in it. Maps, food, water, guns, you know. Stuff like that.
Okay, do you know where that is?
No. They wanted me to come with them, but I knew my mom and dad would come back for me.
Hey look, that's a fire.
Not only did I sit through it,
Alright,
I've
this is
watched
it.
The
We're
Lost
here,
World
so just
3 times
stay
at
with
this
me.
point this year.
Okay.
Actually, probably 4. I don't remember if I watched it ahead of our commentary. But we did the commentary, and then I watched it in advance for the Cap's commentary, and then I did the commentary with Cap.
And then you did the commentary of the commentary.
Yeah, well, now we got to do a commentary with Noah.
True.
Noah!
Well, who do we have here?
Mrs. Tucker.
Oh my God. Lisa, honey. Oh,
How
it's
touching.
okay. You're safe now.
Mom and Dad.
You're safe now. Now get to work, bitch.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, now I'm gonna go throw up.
It's okay. You're safe now. It's a miracle.
Sam Whitwer's like, this is not worth
It's a
it.
goddamn miracle. We were neighbors.
So you're gonna pay me,
Lisa.
or?
I lived just down the block. I knew her parents.
Are they here, Mrs. Tucker?
Honey, you know the answer to that.
They're here in spirit.
No. They're not here.
Let's go in. Get you cleaned up. Something to eat, and then I'll find a place for you to sleep. Take her in. Give her some food. Go see Alkai. I'll update your credits tonight.
Hey, listen. She's been through a lot. Can we just
Let me worry
take it
about
easy?
how I'm
No,
gonna...
listen to me, okay? Seriously, don't work her like you do everyone else.
Don't tell me how to run my camp. You want to move here? You want to help us run this? Then maybe you get some say.
Bitch.
Don't get soft on me, Deke.
Well.
Do you think Deke is interesting as a protagonist? I don't know if I can
I
call
like
it
him.
compelling, but I don't dislike him.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like I questioned the writing more than that affects like how I feel about his character, if that makes any sense. It's really just that opening.
You really, and now you've gotten to see it twice.
Yay.
Last time I saw Boozer was a few weeks ago.
He's still
Stop
around.
talking about Boozer.
Same as ever. Guess he's just...
You nosy
busy.
pricks.
Heard a rumor that he got hurt or something.
How?
Is that a
How'd you hear
rumor?
that
There's
rumor?
nobody-
There's nobody here.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody at the scene of the injury.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's up.
Oh.
All right.
I think I'm
I
in
see how
quest
it
level
is.
2.
See you around.
That's bullshit. Alright, well. Save, no. Alright, well that is going to be it for us tonight. We will be back tomorrow at 7:30 as a one-time thing because Robert hates us with a review of The Stepfather. And then Noah and I will be doing a commentary on Final Destination, which Noah has never seen. So it'll be a blind commentary on his part. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Later.